There is one thing about Jax Gloves that I feel like nobody is talking about, and I wouldn't feel like I'm doing this video justice by not bringing it up. This glove has been years in the making, and I am so excited to give you guys an exclusive first look at the Jax Made in Japan first base mitt. We're gonna put this glove through a bunch of tests and give it a score 1 through 10. But before we get into that, I just want to let it be known I am breaking this thing in 1 in the pinky, although it is still very spacious. If you do 2 in the pinky, still plenty of room to work with. We're starting it off light with just some light tosses. This thing came in very stiff, so I just want to get a little bit of a looser break-in going first before we really put it to the test. Jax has been known for their made in Japan designs, and I think like they are very special in that regard. They really are one-of-a-kind gloves. I mean, I don't know any other glove that kind of feels like a Jax, and I think that's like the highest compliment I can give it. All right, yeah, I can definitely tell right off the bat that the leather on this is just as high quality as the other Jax gloves. It's just obviously a lot bigger as a first base mitt, but it is already starting to feel really good, and I've only been out here for like 15 minutes. It's very similar to the DCT pattern. You have that like open toe right here, very deep pocket. You can kind of like mold this thing however you want. I like that kind of bowl shape, so you'll see me doing a lot of this, and it already is like taking form really nice. All right, now we're gonna give it some scoops and see how it really performs at first base. All right, I'm setting up to take some scoops with this thing. I'm super excited to check it out. Scoops ahoy, let's go. Oh, that feels good, bro. I can kind of like windmill it. All right, we did some scoops drills. Now I'm gonna put it to the real test, see how it would do if I was actually playing first base. Playing right down the line, bro. It just like glides right into the pocket wherever you catch it. Almost hit off the AF1. I'm wearing like dusters to freaking baseball practice. Still got it. This thing is like butter, bro. All right, I'm loving this thing already, but we're gonna give it some actual grounders and see how it does on that. All right, now we're just taking some good old grounders with it, see how it handles those. Let's do it. Feels the ball very clean. And I don't know, the way the ball just like funnels through the pocket, it just like, it pops like into your hand as soon as you feel it. It's very nice. I mean, I know at first base, it's not like middle infield where you gotta pop that thing out quick, but if you're turning a double play ball, it just like pops right out. And that's a feature that's like pretty prominent on the like infield gloves for Jax. So to see that carried through to their first base mitt is like really cool. You go backhand. Backhand just like snags it so nice. I've never felt a first base glove that just like traps the ball. Most of the ones I have, you know, you'll feel that you'll catch it and it's just so stiff, it just pops right out. This one, it's like, the shape of it is like so perfect. Right outside of the box. It's actually kind of crazy. This thing is pretty fierce. All right, last test we're putting this bad boy through. We're doing first base pickoff slap downs. I played first base at a D1 school, and my biggest complaint about first base gloves was just how the ball would pop out if you moved it too quick to tag the runner out. And I've been loving the Jax so far, so if this can fix that problem, I may have found me my new gamer. Oh, this thing moves pretty quick, bro. Yeah, I feel like really secure with this in the pocket. Like this thing going anywhere, bro. I think we got him. I mean, we haven't had a bad one yet. Even just going full drop vertical, still stayed in there, like almost brand new. Pretty nice. Pitcher right here is getting a lot of pickoffs, I'm telling you that much. I mean, I don't know how you get better than this. All right, obviously the quality of the Jax, I've been pretty vocal about, speaks for itself. This thing is top notch. It actually like competes with the big brands, if not beats them. A lot of that has to do with the made in Japan craftsmanship. I mean, like I said, I have never felt a first base glove like this before. It's somehow both incredibly light, but super strong, and I feel very confident, like swiping through the ball, tagging a guy out at first base, quick transfer to throw over to second. It's a very well-crafted glove. And same can be said about their infield models. But there is one thing about Jax Gloves that I feel like nobody is talking about, and I wouldn't feel like I'm doing this video justice by not bringing it up. It's one that I've talked to Jax in Coachella Gloves pretty personally about, and I think it is super cool what he is doing. He is naming the model of each and every Jax glove after a beach town in Southern California. And as somebody who spent a little bit of time in Southern California, a very little bit, it is super cool to see that little tribute to each of those towns. This one is the PL4 after Point Loma. Now, despite my extensive time in California, about a month, so I've never been to Point Loma personally, but it looks awesome. And I just think that those three characters, PL4, just bring so much personality to the glove. Now, I've been here for maybe like 3 hours, and this thing is actually like broken in pretty nice. I would feel confident using this in a game. So with that in mind, I am going to give it a score 1 through 10. I mean, just having to catch with the thing, the pocket got really well defined, like after maybe 15, 20 throws, but it's still shallow enough where like the ball isn't getting lost in there. And then same thing with the scoops and the slap downs. I mean, the ball was very snug in that pocket. It wasn't going anywhere despite like how much I was shaking it. I feel like Ice Spice, bro. And then just even simply taking grounders, the ball just funneled right into the pocket and got out so quick. If you need to turn two with this glove, you're in really good shape. It's pretty moldable, so you can like shape it up however you want. I go with that like bowl effect, and like I think that also helps kind of keep it trapped in there. But however you shape your glove, Jax definitely has you covered. So this isn't one of those, hey, check this glove out, it's pretty cool kind of videos, although it is. This glove actually performs. Like I said, I played first base at a D1 school. If I had this thing, I'd be snagging every single ball that came my way. Plus, you have the really cool folks at Jax Gloves and the awesome story behind their model numbers. Though they are based in Chicago, their roots run deep whether they're in Chicago or California. I just think it's a super cool tribute to those California towns by naming a model after them. But that all being said, my score for this glove, 1 through 10, I'm going 9.4. This thing is sweet. I actually would really recommend this glove to anybody who's like actually looking for a high quality first base mitt. It's not going to take forever to break in, and like this has been the most enjoyable break-in process I think I've ever had. I actually had fun like using this thing and just like seeing the progress go from like a stiff brick to a game-ready first base mitt. You can shape it up however you want. Like I said, I'm going with this kind of like bowl shape, and it is very conducive to however you style your play. I'm going 1 in the pinky, but if you want to go 2, you want to go 1 in the ring finger, 2 in